Well, we were doing needle felting. We were also doing a circus.
The ballet part when they're taking the mick out of each other.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It was so funny.
You like that too, Paul?
Yeah.
And
we also met the hats.
We had the hats.
This is the Holy Family School. We're located in Cootehill in County Cavan, and we're a large special school that cater for children with moderate, severe and profound disabilities, and also for children with autism who also have a moderate, severe or profound disability.
We applied for Creative Schools because we were separated on two campuses for about 12 to 14 years, and I was keen to get something that would bring the whole school together as a school community. So we started off last year with getting the pupils to choose what they would like to have as part of Creative Schools. So we did this in various ways. For some of the kids, we could put pictures on the wall in the hall and they could tick what they felt was their favourite or what they'd like to experience that they haven't had an experience of before. The theme that continued to come out throughout the school was the circus. All the classes in the school were involved in whatever way was accessible to them.
I think consultation is always about getting to know the students and the setting, and especially so in this type of setting, I suppose, where there's a range of needs. So it was a really nice way for me to get to know the students and the staff, and for them to get to know me, but also just to learn potentially a little bit about the needs. A wonderful thing, I think, about Holy Family is the fact that they just have this wonderful can-do attitude. So everything is possible.
Initially, we would have had creating workshops that varied, such as drumming. We tried to bring everything in, dance and drama with Mary. We had creating your own Christmas jumpers. Then we decided to bring some artists into school. So we had Raquel come in, and she was the artist that visited the school and made hats of various recycled materials, and this was a huge success for our children. Raquel based herself in the art room, and the pupils that were able to come up to Raquel worked in the art room with Raquel for a session and made their hat in there. Otherwise, she would go into the classroom and she tailored the workshop to suit the needs of the pupils. So some of our pupils would work in a sensory-based program. She worked with them in whatever way was accessible for these pupils. So it may have been hand over hand, experience all the different textures. So it was a workshop that suited the needs of those pupils. And everything, for some reason here, always ends up in a large event, and we had a happiness hat parade.
Talking to some of the pupils in the class, we were like, what about if we done our own newsreel, you know, and kind of said what's actually going on from a week-to-week basis. So I suppose the idea kind of sprung from there, and the kids come up with the idea of asking the other classes, you know, what's going on in their class. And then another pupil said, well, how about if we even record who has a birthday each week? And then someone said, oh, it'd be really cool to do the weather. So it was a kind of a combination of the kids brainstorming together, and we kind of come up with the concept then.
So each term we're planning something new. The final term then is for Creative Schools Week again, like last year. So we'll work it along the lines of the circus, but we plan on having a summer school festival.
I enjoyed doing the samba drumming when they came.
Making the hats was different. It's interesting to see how to make them.
I just like to draw, generally.
I liked the samba drumming because it was fun.
When the Creative Schools project was first mentioned, we were very clear in the partnership that working together with the creative associates in the schools would be a really useful way for us to support, embed arts development at a very young age with children and young people.
I'd really recommend other special schools to take on Creative Schools, and I think it's something not to be afraid of. Initially when we started, I think we worried about facilitators coming in and would they be able to work with the pupils like we would work with, because it is a different method of working and teaching with our children, and you have to come from a different angle, like we're constantly having to adapt. But special schools are so good at doing it that I really think, you know, that they should open up their doors and welcome Creative Schools.